So I'm pretty excited about this. This is the S&B Ford Transit passenger side water tank undercarriage. Looking at it straight away, you can tell it's pretty oddly shaped, and it's because they did a ton of work to make it fit every bit of the cavity underneath the passenger side of the van. These can actually be installed with even the foot step thing that some of the transits come with. I think that's what these two areas are for. But yeah, this is the top here. So it comes with 3/4 inch MPT port, and then also three cumulatively. So these two, and then that three 1.5 inch MPT ports. So this would, I would assume this would, they're expecting you to use this for the vent, which you're always going to want to have on any of your tanks, because when you're filling it with water or using up water in the case of a fresh water tank, you're going to need to displace the volume with either air or water, right? So when you're putting water in this, when you're draining water in it, it's displacing the air. You want to run a line from this that typically you want it to kind of go up, or at the very least create a loop so that it's kind of creating some type of trap, so that when you're accelerating and stuff and water sloshing around, that it doesn't like have a way to just shoot out of your gray water tank. You can use these for freshwater tanks too, but I would assume most people, since this is going to be mounted underneath the van, are going to use it for gray water. Looking at the ports on the side, I would assume this is going to be the inlet. I don't know if there's going to be even enough room for this to be an inlet with, the 1.5 inch elbow or, a pipe coming in. I guess we'll see once I install it. This is the outlet. I would assume that you would have, your handle style valve on, which is nice because when you're trying to dump your gray water at a site or something, you don't want to be, using a port like this that's really small, that's going to take 15 minutes to drain your gray water. But yeah, so yeah, having it 1.5 inch port there, 3/4 inch port there. These are nice. Not that I recommend it, but these are nice. I would assume most people use these for things like, starting with a more environmentally friendly way. I guess you could have this as a port to wash it, maybe. Other than that, I'm not entirely sure what else this would be for, other than installing a remotely controlled ball valve for draining your gray water. Again, I don't really recommend that, but I know a lot of people do that. Going back to the tank itself, S&B did a really great job with this. As far as like the install goes, it looks extremely simple. My last van, I had to create like my own brackets and stuff. This literally just comes with these things that I think this L goes into the chassis. This goes through the holes on this, and then there's a plate that goes, this is the top again, so underneath here there's a slot for the plate, and then you just twist nuts on and you're done. And it's safe. It's not going to go anywhere. Just to summarize why I bought this and why I'm really excited about it, this just came out. It's the first passenger side that I've seen, passenger side transit mounted or mountable water tank undercarriage. And the reason that's exciting is, just to go over that quick, is typically your kitchen galley is on the passenger side, right? So imagine, and I know this from experience on that van, imagine, your drains are going underneath the van and then they go across the passenger side on a typical mounted gray water tank. And now you're introducing a ton of line going, from the passenger side to the driver's side, that you're going to have to worry about freezing when it gets cold. And, you're introducing more areas for things to go wrong. If you literally are just draining from your kitchen galley here down to literally the tank right there, you don't have to worry about very much line underneath the van, especially with like insulating and making sure that nothing's freezing or, things are getting punctured or whatever. To me, it's really exciting that this product came out. And they did, this design is insane. They did a really great job. Assuming this fits, I've seen lots of videos where people install them. So assuming this fits, this is a really exciting product for the Ford Transit. And if 18 gallons isn't enough for you for whatever reason, obviously you can mount driver's side typical 20-gallon gray water tank there, and then have this, also have a line that goes, basically have that be an overflow tank between the passenger side and the driver's side. But anyways, I'm pretty excited about this, and I will, I guess, update you once it's installed.